Good morning, sick week, day one, let's get it. We got a driver's meeting at 8 o'clock, then it is ready to rip. They are shutting it down at 8:30. You can no longer get into your car trailer or your truck after the driver's meeting. So it is 7:30 now. We're gonna start turning the car over, get ready to do a pass. The slick tire cars go first, and then it'll be us radial guys. So it's time to dig into this thing. Okay guys, so there's a couple things we gotta do to turn the car over from street mode to race mode. Those things include tuning the rear suspension, because when we're driving it has a lot of weight in it, but when we're racing it doesn't. We also have to change the rear tires, change over fuel systems, change spark plugs, change the tune. We have a whole list of things we have to do, so we're cranking on it. We're getting ready to run here in about an hour, so we have about an hour's worth of work, so we're gonna start hustling. So traditionally when we switch over fuel lines, we had to take AN lines off, but now all I have to do is switch a valve right here. So we just rotate this valve to the new position, and then all of our lines are switched. Pretty cool. Zach, we got a really strategic thing we got to figure out. Hood on or off for the pass?
Dude, on. Dr. Pepper's looking so good it has to have the hood on.
I know, dude. It's style, dude.
Aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics.
We need that.
All right, let's get some fuel in it, then I think we're ready to get in the staging lane as soon as they call us. So. Oh man, so we are about to make our first lick in Dr. Pepper on Sick Week. Our game plan is to kind of keep the same tune-up that we did in Bradenton when we ran a 514. The car was breaking up a little bit then, but we got those problems figured out. We had a bad fuel pump and a clogged fuel filter, so we got those fixed. So we're cranking up the boost to about 25 pounds of dome pressure, which should make low 20s of boost. So we're ready to make a rip. We're in the lines. They just ran all the slick tire cars. They're gonna re-prep it. So how the order is working today is they ran all the A and B cars that have slick tires, but then they're gonna re-prep the surface for all the radial cars. So we're in the radial class. We got Tanner next to us who works at TBM. He's an awesome dude. He's got a super sick twin turbo car. So we're ready to do it. Hopefully he and I get a line up next to each other, although he's doing the quarter-mile run. I'm doing an 8. All right, so we ended up running about a 521, which isn't a terrible pass. We were shooting for higher, but we hit some kind of safety cut, whether it be boost or on the map sensor, something like that. So we're gonna pull the log, dive in, get the car turned over so we can do another hit.
But it looked like a solid pass after the fuel pump fix.
Yeah, it did. It definitely didn't break up.
That's
it just hit some kind of cut, so we'll figure that out. We'll pull the log and see how she's looking.
Yeah.
But it was making steam.
At least we know it's good now. Now
Yes.
we can really lean on it.
Yeah, so 121.60, I treat him. See that?
Yeah.
I was right on it, wasn't I?
121 we picked up a little bit there, and the way it looked, we can pick up a little bit more right there too.
Okay, so we'll give it like 100 RPM and maybe a pound
Maybe
of
a
boost.
pound of boost, yep.
Cool. I'll do it. Zach and I are digging in a little deeper, and we're seeing that the fuel pressure is dropping. It's not dangerous, but it's dropping from like 88 to 73 or something, which is still a decent amount of fuel, but why is it decreasing? It should be staying steady. So what we're gonna do is test the relays, we're gonna test the fuel pumps and make sure that we're still getting fuel, because we don't wanna lean the car out. And you know, we're already kind of flirting with like mid to high 7s for air to fuel on ethanol, which is, we should be low 7s. So we gotta make sure the pumps are all right and we got enough pump before we're making our next pass. We also changed a couple things in the tune. We took off the wastegate safety. That's what, or the dome pressure safety. That's what shut us down, because we did turn it up. You know, we want to make a good rip. The car actually shut off 2.5 seconds into the run and still went a 5.2. So we got a lot of room to grow the car. I mean, it's nasty. It's a fast car. We just got to make a clean pass and get a good time. I think if we can do one more lick, Zach, and I think we got it. Like, I feel really good, honestly, about this pass. It is. Oh, dang it. All right, guys, so we just did our pass. We spun off the line, which really hurts. But Andy unfortunately red lit next to us, so that really sucks for him. But let's go check our time stamp. It's probably not gonna be great, but we're gonna have to load up and get on the road. Oh boy, I don't want to see this. I know it's gonna be worse than my other run. Freaking spun. I mean, it seemed like a clean pass other than leaving the line and spinning. So I immediately got back into it. Thanks, brother. And 569, so that ain't gonna cut it. Dang it. At least we have that 521 to turn in. All right, so that wraps it up for today's racing. We got 2 runs in today. We had a great prep this morning. Kind of waited around all day. There's some issues going on with some other cars, and we spun on our last pass. It's almost like 5:30, 6 o'clock. We got to get on the road. Doug Cook from Motion Raceworks actually ran a 5:21, which is the exact same time we have. So it'll make it fun to have a competition between he and I, because he's our good friend. So we're packing up, we're turning the car over, and we're going to hit the road as soon as we can.